Hello, everyone. Hi. I know I haven't done a vlog in a long time, but I wanted to do this one. I'm gonna be getting in the camera a lot. I don't know why. Um, I'm trying to hold it a little different. So I know I haven't done a vlog in a long time. Um, a long time being, when was the last time I vlogged? It's been quite a few months. I want to say at least summer. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I haven't vlogged in a long time. Mostly because not a lot of special stuff has been happening in my life. Of course, I've been uploading videos and stuff, but not a lot has been happening in my life for a while at least. As you can see, I look a lot different. Well, not a lot different. I guess the last time I vlogged it was it when I got a haircut? Yeah, I think. It was the last time I got a haircut as well as I got this shaved off right here. Um, for as long as you guys have known me, I've always had long hair and a beard. But occasionally I shaved the beard off, but the hair always stayed. Well, yeah, family situations and whatnot, and that's why I had to take all of that off. But I'm gonna try to grow the hair back. Leave comment down below or something like that if you guys want the hair back. If you guys don't want the hair back, I completely understand. Sometimes it can look messy, but I do try to like keep along with it and make sure like it doesn't look as bad. You if you get what I'm saying. Um, Other than that, though, it's not too bad. Um, The only thing that tends to get a little out of hand is whenever like I take a shower and like within the next hour I go to bed because then that next morning it's not cooperating once one tiny bit. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm back, and I have some stuff for you guys because half of it kind of doesn't concern you guys at all, and the other half is like it'll definitely improve like my channel as well as my Twitch, as well as my streaming. Um, but I just like to do these kinds of things like birthday and Christmas stuff just because I get a decent amount of stuff. I need to realize that my light is not great in the shot. Um, but yeah, I'm going to be going things from least helpful to you guys to most helpful to you guys. Um, And unfortunately, one of those items is like second best. But I'm thinking I don't know. I'll go along and see how everything goes. But I'm thinking that things because of the way that I got things, one thing is going to help my streams, and one thing is going to help how I stream. If you know what I mean. One thing is like technology. The other thing is I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, let's get off of that topic. Let's get on with the stuff, shall we? Okay. Um, so for the first thing that I got this. I got some clothes which don't really matter to you guys. Um, I got some really nice looking stuff. One thing I do want to share with you guys. I got this shirt, and for those of you not like understanding or whatnot, look at the tag on this thing. I'm not an extra large. I can guarantee you that. But I I remember opening it up, looking at the shirt and going, "Oh, that looks really nice," you know. But then I saw the tag. I'm like, "Huh?" I'm telling my mom. I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Really? get me an extra large. Like, are you trying to say something about me? But when I was talking with her, she's like, "Don't worry, they make them a bit big or make them a bit small." I think is what she said. So basically, like an extra large is supposed to be like an X or something like that, or a double X is supposed to fit like an X or something like that. I don't know. I'm usually a extra large, sometimes a large, depending on the brand, but usually I'm about an extra large. So seeing that double X, I'm like, excuse me. Um, so yeah, I talked with my mom. She's like, they make them small. They're perfectly fine. You know, perfectly fine. I'm like, all right. I got something else which was kind of nice. It's kind of like a shirt hoodie, if that makes sense. It's like a shirt, you know, but it's got a hood, so that's pretty nice. I think I saw it like before Christmas, like before today when I opened it up, and I mentioned something like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of nice." I didn't know if I was getting it or not, so that's really nice that I got that. I'm kind of happy about it because then I actually have something that I could use as like a sweatshirt without taking my normal sweatshirts, because a lot of my sweatshirts I have are a lot of like casual stuff like Adidas and Nike, which you wouldn't take them out to like a luncheon with family or whatnot, you know? So I'm really happy I got that because then I can have that when I go out to those special dinners, which is perfect. Because I don't know if anyone knows me or not, but I'm not much of like a pullover jacket kind of guy. I don't like zippers a lot, especially if it's like a hoodie, but it has a zipper. I'm not a fan of that. I like my hoodies and I like my jackets. I don't like anything in between, which, yeah. I get these pants. They're Adidas, which is really nice. And they're made kind of like, I got some pants other than that. I got some pants that look like it. I don't know. It's really hard to tell by like just by look, but they're really, really nice. They're not so much soft, but they're really, really nice. I like it. Um, so okay. So now that we've gone through all the, to you guys, it's probably boring stuff, but hey, I don't know. Sometimes you guys like clothes or whatnot, which, why would you guys like clothes as presents? You know, give me something like a video game. Nice. But anyway, I need I need to stop getting that light in the in the shot. Um, oh yeah, it's just I tend to go down here because my arm gets tired sometimes. Um, here, I know you guys probably don't care about this once again, but let me get a hold of it. I got these, which you guys can't see them. They are sheets, bed sheets, which is really nice. And I can't. I'm trying to figure out like I don't I know the color, but I'm sure it probably has some kind of technical name or something like that. Um, I can't figure it out. It doesn't say, but they're a kind of like purple sheets. Like before anyone clicks off the video, okay? I like purple. But I like other colors like red and green. I like those. Um, want if you guys want me to be specific, blood red and grass green. Those are my two favorites. Um, just because, and not dark red either. Light red. Um, like a like how blood looks when it's fresh. You know what I mean? Well, I only say that because I've had a few accidents that have resulted in me bleeding. So I know what blood looks like when it's fresh and when it's dried. So that's why I say that. I'm not admitting anything, and I probably should stop what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, I wanted these sheets because I've always liked purple, And I've kind of needed new sheets. The sheets that I have, these kind of sheets right here, these sheets I have are kind of, they're like a secondary sheet, if you know what I mean. Like a, like I throw these on whenever I need to clean my other sheets, which, actually, where are my other sheets? My other sheets, you guys know, I think you guys have seen them in some of my vlogs. They're this. This is basically all of my sheets. Which now, I'm really happy I got all of that because I've needed new sheets. Those camo ones are, they're worn. They're very worn. They were my dad's at one point. And he's like, "Hey, you want them?" I'm like, "Sure." You know, I needed new sheets at the time because I think I got it. I think I got the bed that I have now. And he's like, "Hey, you want these?" I'm like, "Sure." So I just took them. Well, now they're pretty worn. They don't have any holes in them, but they're starting to like work their way around the bed. Like I'll put them on in like a month or so. They'll start to like work their way around the bed and like start coming off. And I'm like, at that point, it's like the sheets are telling me I need to be cleaned. I'm like, "Nah, you're fine." 2 months after that, "I need to be cleaned." Nah. So yeah. Then I throw these on whenever those are being washed, and whenever I need to switch again, these get switched. So, and then I throw my usual ones on and throw these back in storage for the next time I do. But now that I have new sheets, I'm definitely going to be using them as my primary. And these will probably be my secondary as well, what you saw on the bed just now. These will probably be my secondary. But, yeah. So, yeah. Now, I guess, yeah. Also, I got this thing. This is, let me get it off here. This is a little thing that, if anyone doesn't know what this is, it's a little thing that, can you see, like, right there? That little circle on the bottom there? It's a keychain, and you put it on your keys, and when you want to, it's this thing that they have at Wendy's, I guess. You get a free Frosty, which I'm already signed up for. Free Frosty? Hey. You just gotta show this, and you get a free Frosty with anything. So, you want to get a Coke and a Frosty? Good. You want to get a fry and a Frosty? Good. You want to get, and you only pay for what you had to get. You don't pay for the Frosty, but say you get a Coke and a Frosty, you only pay for the Frosty or the Coke. You only pay for the Coke, which I thought was perfect. You know, I love their Frosties, absolutely love them, and I really would not mind for something like that. I'm not out very much, but whenever I am out, perfect. I was just out like a week or so ago because I was going to get lunch. Originally, I was going to get lunch with my parents, but they were out somewhere like opposite direction of home. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So then I was going to get lunch with my grandparents, and they're out somewhere. I'm like, so then I went out to a restaurant. They're closed until 4, and it was like, I think it was like 12:30. I'm like, come on. So finally, I went out to, where'd I go? Dairy Queen, I think it was. Also, not sponsored by Dairy Queen or Wendy's. I should mention that. Just because I got this thing, does not mean I'm sponsored by Wendy's to say that or whatever. I am not. I don't think I would. I mean, I do love Wendy's, don't get me wrong, but I kind of have to go out of my way to go to Wendy's. So, a lot of fast food I have to go out of my way for. I think a lot of stuff I would only, like, I wouldn't mind being sponsored by like Dr. Pepper. That's my fuel right there. A lot of chips. Really, I don't. When it comes to chips, I don't think I would be sponsored by a lot, just because I don't care the chips. I don't. I don't care. But anyway, um, that's that. Now for the cool stuff. So what should I go for first? Should I go for the thing that's going to help my streams? Or should I help for the things that's going to help me stream? I don't know. One is massive and the other one is massive in size and one is massive in quality. You know what? Screw it. I'll go with one that is massive in quality. So, for anyone who doesn't know, I like to stream and record videos. Of course, I upload my videos on here, YouTube. A lot of times, though, I like to stream on Twitch, twitch.tv. There'll probably be a link down to my channel in the description, and if you go over to my Twitch channel, all of my links are over there. My Twitch, well, obviously my Twitch, but my YouTube, my Twitter, yeah, so yeah, I don't know, but anyway, this is going to help me make videos and make streams. For anyone who doesn't know the company Blue, I never really knew about them either, but when I saw that they had this, and it was a studio thing, I got excited, for obvious reasons. This is the Snowball, the Blue Snowball. Obviously it's not a blue or a snowball, but it's actually, if you look on the side here, it is actually pretty round. It may be slightly oblong, but it is pretty round. I saw it a few days ago, and I mentioned to my dad, I'm like, I actually need a microphone. Like, not a headset or not a microphone that's built into a camera or something. I need an actual microphone. And funny story, we were about to get one from, we have a Guitar Hero, what is it? Guitar Hero World Tour, I think it's called. We have that box set that came with like a guitar, another guitar, drum set, all this and that. But it came with a microphone as well as a stand. We either got a stand or it came with a stand for the guitars and whatnot. And that stand, that guitar stand or whatever, turned into a mic stand. I thought that was perfect. I thought that was absolutely perfect. But when I mentioned that, and I think it was the next day or something like that, he was looking around, and I kind of peered over his shoulder and asked what he was doing. And he said he was looking at microphones, and he found this one. He actually found this one on where was it? It was online somewhere. I can't remember. But yeah, he found that, and it's very cool because whoa, crap. It's very cool because it comes with the microphone, as you can see. But if you look down below the ice, you'll see Ubisoft, and that's because when looking around, they had another one that was like this, only it was white, and it didn't come with this feature. Basically, you get $20 off anything on the Uplay store online, which I thought was pretty cool because I'm not a big Uplay or like a Ubisoft guy, but I like Rayman. I think that's where one of the things where Rayman kind of originated. But apparently Ubisoft also makes things like, what's the game? Far Cry, that's another one. Assassin's Creed. Tom Clancy, not a big Tom Clancy guy, but I can respect it. Rainbow Six, again. South Park. So apparently they've got a lot of different stuff. I didn't know Ubisoft was... I don't know if Ubisoft is a developer or a publisher, though. So, and there is a difference. Sometimes a company is a developer and a publisher, and sometimes a company works with another company, depending on if they're a publisher or a developer. So yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited about that because I've been I've been needing a new mic ever since I started YouTube. I've been needing an actual studio mic, and while this isn't a normal studio mic, it's the next best thing. Like, it's so close to it, I can call it a studio mic. And it actually has this, like, do you see that tripod looking thing on it? That is apparently a desktop stand, and that sits on your desktop, like, just in front of you. So I don't know if it would show up in my camera view, but it may show up, like, right here. Like, you might see it depending on where it is. I don't know, but who knows? Depending on where and what I'm recording, I may cut it out. Like, maybe I'll set it off somewhere and, like, jack the sensitivity up on it a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it and see see how the quality is, and see how the sensitivity is, like the default sensitivity, and see if I need to jack it up or down a little bit. I don't know. I'll probably be playing around with it. But I can definitely say that because of that, I'm going to be recording a lot more, and I'm going to be streaming quite a bit more. I don't know how my headset is going to work, because obviously my headset is, like, right here. Like, that's my headset, basically, right there. So, and if I have it positioned, like, comfortably, you can hear me breathing into it, and I don't like that. I don't like how you can hear, like, breathing, because then you'll just hear, like, whoo. It's like, the heck. But yeah, I'm very happy about that. And there's also one other thing. Ow. I don't know if you've been noticing or not, but all throughout the video, I've been kind of moving around something. And yeah, that's because of a little something that I got today. And I kind of picked it out. For two reasons. One, because my mom and dad were going to get me something. Or they were going to get me the thing, but they weren't going to, like, they didn't know what to get, so they had to, like, run it by me. And two, oh, come on, you. So yeah. See that? So, alright, so yeah, this is a bit of a gaming chair. So, how do I say this? It's a bit like, I remember seeing it in the store, and I was like, holy crap, that's kind of cool. But it's really comfortable. I can definitely say that. And let me get it in the shot. It's really comfortable, and I can definitely say that it's very easy on my head and my back, because in the past I've had back problems, and I need, like, I need a little bit of lumbar support, just because my lumbar is not the greatest. I have had problems with my back, like I said. And when I found this, I thought it was perfect, because if you see here, like right here, this fits my back to like a T. Like, I'm not joking either. And even though it looks like it's got a hole right here, this is not where your head sits. Your head sits actually somewhere around here, which I thought was perfect because whenever I first saw this, I went, why is there a hole in there? Like, you know, does your head actually like fit into this hole? No, it doesn't. I can imagine that would be a little bit uncomfortable, and they probably thought of that. But I think the reason why there's a hole there is to let your neck breathe, because like I said, your head sits about here, so your neck would just like naturally fit right here. And a lot of chairs, your neck is kind of pressed against the chair. Well, not pressed against it, but it doesn't have a lot of room to breathe. And I think that's the reason why they cut a hole in there, is because that's the reason why. And no, like I said, this entire video is like not sponsored and stuff like that. But I do want to say that I'm looking forward to checking out this chair and looking forward to the next probably year or two, because if you guys don't know, my chair, there's a couple of videos that you can see in my chair. I don't know if I'll link them in the description, but they may be over on like recommended. Excuse me. But yeah, my chair that I've been using, it has like a mesh, which I really like. That it helps my back breathe just a little better than most chairs, but it doesn't have like a headpiece, so then I can lean like my head back. It just has a back piece that goes up to like my shoulder blades, and that's all right. But like I said, I've had back problems in the past, and while it has supported my back the entire time, it's starting to break down. And it's just because while it wasn't cheaply made, you can tell by the quality it is somewhat cheap. Like there's a mesh back to it. The frame is not really all that supportive. The arms themselves are just like kind of pieces of plastic like screwed onto the bottom of the chair. The feet actually on it are probably the most sturdy thing, because there's 5 feet on it, like Jiminy Christmas. The piston in the chair still works, but I can't really like lean it back all the way like I used to. I can lean it back about halfway what I used to, but the axle or whatever is kind of shot on it, almost shot. So it's about to break in the next, I don't know, I'd say 6 months. But yeah, because of that, I'm glad that I got an actual gaming chair. And I'm very, very happy. Like I said, this is not at all sponsored, but if I have a lot of good stuff with this, I would definitely go back to their stuff. But then again, I haven't even opened it up out of the box. It's just the only one that I really tried was the floor model, and it was alright. Like I really liked it. Like these things right here, those actually wrap around your, those actually kind of wrap around your back, your sides a little bit, which I thought was really good, because I like to be, like when it comes to like actually gaming in a chair, I like to be kind of hugged a little bit, just to know that I'm actually in the chair and I don't feel like I'm gonna fall out. I mean, I shouldn't fall out, but you know what I mean. And I remember they had a couple brands there. They actually had one, I think it's called Helix. They did have that in there, but unfortunately, that one was quite expensive. And I don't want the... I was going to get it, but basically my parents are like, no, that's like $300. No. I'm like, come on. Like, no. Okay. So, yeah, I'm really happy I got that. And we whittled it down to 2 chairs. I remember that. We whittled it down to 2 chairs. And how I decided was the details. Everything was basically the exact same, only because of one feature, and that feature was the arms. The one that I didn't get, obviously, the arms on it were not padded. They were similar to the ones that to the arms that I had on my chair now. They were basically hard pieces of plastic. And this one, as you can see, actually have cushion. I'm very happy about that because I've bashed my hands on those multiple times, whether in anger or just accident, and I'm very, very happy about that. What else? I think that's it. I didn't get much this year, but I'm very thankful because here's the thing: is that you don't need to get me 20 gifts that all amount to to a lot. It's just get me like 5 things, but as long as they're like very helpful to me, I'll be perfectly happy. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. I feel like sooner or later I'm gonna start rambling at this point, but yeah, I'm really happy with that chair. That's definitely going to help me stream, because a lot of times the chair that I sit in is sometimes a little uncomfortable depending on the time of day and the time of like stream or recording. Know what I mean? And with with this chair, a lot more comfort. I can already tell by the floor model. All right. And when I saw this chair, I went, "That's the exact chair." Okay. And the microphone. The microphone is definitely going to help because, like I said, with this, it's got a desktop stand. What that means, it's a separate microphone. I just got to plug it into the computer. And hey, also, I forgot to mention, I think I'm getting a new computer. Mine's kind of starting to be on the fritz, and from what I remember from talking with my dad, I think I'm getting a new computer. I don't know. I might have to play my cards right, but I think I'm getting a new computer as well. So I'm getting a lot of new technology that is going to make streaming and recording so much easier. Hopefully. Oh yeah, something I didn't notice until I just opened it up today. The microphone. There's 4 things. There's 4 like bullet points on this thing, but I'm just gonna point out the 4 pieces of those bullet points that really stuck out to me. First one, crystal clear audio for Skype calls. Okay, cool. I do Skype occasionally, not as much as what I used to, but I do Skype occasionally. So yeah. And no, if you find me on Skype, I'm not friending you unless I actually know you. So no. And in the same bullet point, and Twitch streams. So crystal clear audio for Twitch streams and Skype calls. Perfect. Given that you have the good internet, especially for Skype, because Skype is kind of a hog when it comes to internet. What's the second thing? The second thing is very professional sounding podcasts and YouTube videos. This thing was also made for video, so nice. Really happy about that. Really happy about that. Really happy about the YouTube and Twitch that they mentioned. And it's not like, oh yeah, it's good for streaming. It's good for Twitch streams. Perfect. I know a lot of controversy has gone over Twitch as well as YouTube, but YouTube has kind of been my main, Twitch has kind of been my main platform, like where you can always find me. YouTube is where like my side job is, kind of. Basically, I like to make videos and, good quality videos for YouTube. But if you want to see me live and you want to talk to me live, come on over to Twitch. I'll be sure to talk to you and don't give any hesitation to chatting, I always say, don't be scared about sending a message in the chat, alright? I will be sure to see it. And if you have any questions, just ask a question. I'll be sure to address it, or one of the mods will if I don't see it. Uh, what do I say when I don't see it? Either I'm BRB or I'm focusing too much, like I've been speedrunning recently. Sometimes I get into an area where I need to focus, and that's where those times would come in. Coordinates around phone calls. Sound quality. Here we go. Easy plug and play directly to your Mac or PC. No drivers to install. Now, I'm not making that up, alright? I will show you right here, right now. It's kind of blurry, but you see that? No drivers to install. Excuse me? No drivers. If anyone doesn't know what a driver is, then it's basically something that the device installs into the computer in order for the device to work with the computer. Usually a lot of devices, a lot of secondhand devices like microphones, headsets, things like that. A lot of the stuff that I have, like wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, wireless headset, all this stuff, mostly wireless, but yeah, all this stuff, all drivers. Always got to have a driver set up for it. Even the camera, for crying out loud. Well, I guess that makes sense. But this microphone, I just found out today after I opened it up, doesn't need a driver. Doesn't need any drivers to install it. Blew my mind when I saw that. Like, so I can plug that into my dang Surface and it wouldn't have a problem. I'm like, okay. Which, by the way, anyone who doesn't know what a Surface is, you probably should look it up. I'm not about to. It's like a really beefed up touchscreen. It's, the way I guess I could describe it is like a laptop, but iPad. Or like tablet, or, you know, not necessarily iPad, but some kind of tablet, you know? I think that's actually what it's called. It's called a tablet, but Microsoft calls it their Surface. Or is it Microsoft? I don't know what it is. I think it's Microsoft. It's got Windows on it, so I think it's Microsoft. Anyway, but yeah, it's not a Mac. I know that for sure. I'm not a big Mac guy. Not a big Mac guy. I like my Dell. I like my Surface. I like my Microsoft. Not a big Xbox guy, but I do like my my Microsoft, my Surface and Dell. Dell, if you're watching this, good on you. I've always loved your stuff. I doubt anyone from Dell is gonna watch this, but anyway. Yeah, that's just about it. So yeah, guys. That's just about what I got. I remember we were actually, where did we go? The other day we went out to town, and I remember being able to go to the bookstore, but I asked my dad, who was driving at the time, I'm like, hey, can we go to the bookstore? He's like, no. We're not going today. Really? So I didn't get any books. I didn't get any manga or whatnot this time around. But I will say that I will recommend something too. I've been reading it recently. Where is it? There it is. Hopefully I don't knock everything over, because I really would like to not do that. No. Still knock something over. Okay. So, this here. What is this, you might ask? Well, it's a book. But, for those of you who don't know, Minecraft The Island. I've been getting pretty deep into this. I've only been gotten, yeah, that's good English. But I've been getting into it recently. It's by Max Brooks, which apparently is the author of World War Z, the original book. I I got it one because, well, it was Minecraft. I read like the first couple of pages and I thought it was really good. But one of the biggest selling points for me was Max Brooks. I didn't know who that was. I looked it up and immediately I was like, wait, World War Z, that was really good. And it's been really good. I'm halfway through the book. I think I'm about halfway through the book. And it's been really good. It's been a really good read. Um, it's basically about this guy who doesn't know anything about his past. He's been dropped into this world, just like you do in Minecraft, and it literally tells you like how the life has been, you know? Even like up to like, you know, I think the guy in I think the character the main character says something like, "Man, the days and nights are like kind of short, like really short." That's another aspect of Minecraft that nobody really appreciates. Like the days and nights are really short, but at certain times they can seem really long. That's like the first night or two, you're just sitting there like, ah. Like for any newbies who, when you started out, you dug like a 2 by 2 by 1 hole and just barricaded yourself up for the first night or two, and just, you sat there going, oh my gosh, is this night ever going to end? That's exactly what he was going through. The nights didn't seem that long, but at certain points are absolutely long. And that's just because he's literally doing nothing. And he's witnessed everything as if he was like a first time Minecraft player, which I thought was amazing. Like, even down to the mobs, the zombies and skeletons. He's looking at them going like, what are these? I don't understand. It's amazing. I completely recommend it, and I'm at the pace that I'm going. If I actually sat down and read it to the end, I could imagine that I could get done with it within, I don't know, the end of the week. Um, it's a pretty quick read, but I could imagine it being about a 2 week read. Well, at least the pace that I go, I could finish that book in 2 weeks. Um, just because I read at a little bit of a shorter pace than most people. So for most people, it may take a week to a week and a half to finish that book. To me, it would take about 2 weeks. But still, that's rather quick. A lot of books that I read can take up to like months. And that's when I start to get burned out, is that after a month I'm still on the same book and I'm like, ugh, just get on with it. That's basically what I'm like. I love to read though. If anyone told me like I like my manga and whatnot, if anyone told me manga, anime, or light novel, I would go with manga because of the illustrations and it's able to actually tell you what everything, instead of just saying every detail. It can just show you a detail like drawn out and it's like, okay, that's perfect. I would say anime because you have voices, you have characters, you actually have like a bit of background noise, and it's like, okay, that's pretty good. You can just sit down for 20 minutes, watch an episode, and it may be good, maybe horrible. I've had a few of those actually. um, but when it comes to light novels, I love light novels. Honestly, I'm a light novel guy myself. I would rather read than to read a comic or something. Don't get me wrong, I do like my comics, and one of my favorite types of manga are 4 koma. Basically, that's like 4 comic blocks, all in like a strip, and you read it down, 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 and then flip it. Mostly you see it like Lucky Star. I think that's a 4 koma. Lucky Star and K-On! Two of my favorites. 4 koma. But like a lot of the stuff that I have, Psychome. If you guys don't know what Psychome is, I completely recommend it. One of my favorite light novels and one of my favorite series in general. I pray that it gets an anime adaptation, but at the same time, I pray that it doesn't, because I prayed that No Game No Life. I wanted No Game No Life to get a dub, but when I heard the voices that they were using for the dub, I went, ugh. I was all right with the characters, mostly with the female characters. They kind of fit him, except for Sora and Shido. Sora, it didn't sit well with me, and Shido's voice was very. It was higher than normal. If you guys don't know, I believe Kayano, I believe is her name. She voiced Shido in the subtitled anime sub, English sub, I should say. She voiced her, and she how do I say? She fit her voice, her character perfectly. Also, dang light. She fit her voice perfectly. Now, when they brought in the English voice actor, I was like, ugh. She's fitting the character, but her voice just isn't quite. You know what I mean? If you guys listen to a side-by-side comparison, it's like, I'm sure you would get it as well. And Soda's voice was kind of more... and I got more and more used to it and more okay with it as the series went on, as the English dub, like, episodes went on. But still, I think I just got so used to listening to the English sub that when I heard the voices for the English dub, I was like, no, give me my sub back. But yeah, anyway. So that's the problem I have with Psycho Man, is I wanted to get an anime adaptation, I really do. But I'm afraid that they're going to screw up with voices or the actual anime itself. Because, if you guys don't know, I love the manga. Again, I said I'm a light novel guy, but I do like my manga. I like the manga Mayochiki. I absolutely love it. If you guys don't know what it is, look it up. I believe one of the places I would go to is Kiss Anime, honestly, or Kiss Manga, I should say, because Kiss Manga is the manga where they hold all their manga. Kiss Anime is where they hold all their anime. Anyway, I would go to Kiss Manga to look up Mayochiki, Mayo space Chiki. Honestly, one of my favorite mangas. The anime I wasn't happy about because it was going really well. It was going really, really well. Up until the end. It was about episode 8 or 9 that they went, you know what? We need to finish this like right now. No, don't do that. Any anime, like, producers, developers, whatever, don't do that. Don't go until like episode 8 and start whipping things out and trying to get it all wrapped up. Don't do that. If you're going to have 12 episodes, leave it 12 episodes and space things out perfectly. If you can't do it, do a 16 or even a 24 episode series. If you don't, do 2 seasons. Whatever. Just don't do the whole thing of take it all the way up to episode 8 and then episode 8 through 12. Let's just crack as much stuff out. No. I wasn't happy about that. I feel like I should do a review on that, but I feel like I'm just going to be more ranting than reviewing, so. But anyway, that's the whole problem I have with the Psychoma series is I love the light novel. I love it to death, but I don't know if I should get an anime adaptation because it may screw up. Someone may screw it up. The developer, the anime developer, may screw it up. I've got a few other anime or manga and light novels that I could talk about, but that's for another day. Anyway, this video has gone on long enough. I showed you guys all my stuff. Like I said, the microphone and the game chair is definitely going to help. But yeah. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you about, guys. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, and the new year is definitely going to be kicking off hard. I can guarantee you that. Expect some new, better videos next year. I don't know any videos coming out for the rest of this year, but expect a lot better videos for next year. All right, guys. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you like some of the stuff you did, if you liked the video, leave a like. Definitely helps me out. Maybe subscribe. I've got plenty more content coming. A lot of better content coming. All right, guys. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See you later, guys, and Merry Christmas.